oh, can I copy it? It's like at a BPM. Can I borrow that article? I want to copy it. And I'm like, okay, here you go. And then they left, and my article never came back to me. You know what I mean? And so I don't remember who has it. Well, maybe Marla does, you know. But Ben Bernanke. Y'all know who Ben Bernanke is? Who's Ben Bernanke? He's the former Federal Reserve Chairman. 50% of his assets are in annuities. You guys got it? So if the Federal Reserve Chairman has 50% of his money in annuities, how bad can they really be? These stupid bloggers put on the internet all the time. Okay? All right, so let's go through.
Can you deduct those?
What?
Expenses and taxes.
No, that's just your fee. Okay? Okay, so here's my 7-point. You ready? Yes.
Just one quick question. So when you pay the asset management fee, are you still do you still have to pay the sales charge when you select the fund?
So with so one of the great things about this is that there's no loads. So when you go buy a mutual fund and you got to pay a 5% sales charge up front, or 4, with these there's no fees up front, which is another great thing, isn't it? Right? Okay, so here's how I do my presentation. Number 1, we guarantee your principal for income distribution. Is that nice?
Yes.
We guarantee I don't really know. I'm just going to put like right now 6% to 8%. Because everybody's a little different right now. Interest per year for income. Number 3, the assets are taxed deferred, which means you pay no taxes. No 1099. Number 4, by the way, we have investment selection. If you're going into a variable annuity, there are no loads on funds. If you're going into an indexed equity indexed annuity, there are no loads on index. Number 5, we have a lock-in for income. Now, when I get to this part about the lock-in, I grab a separate piece of paper and I explain to this how this works. I go like this. So let's say we start off with $100,000. And I just make sure they understand that these are based on months. Based on what? Months. Not years, months. So we start off with 100. It goes up 106, goes up to 110, goes up to 112, goes down, goes up. Here's 6, goes down, and then 7. It goes up, and we're at 108. Now the question is this. Based on what we showed earlier, this 100,000 is going to grow at what % every year at the end of the year? 6%. So let's just say that at the end of month 12, right there, month 12, we have 108 or 106. Question, what do you get? At the end of that 12 months, what do you get? 108 or 106? What do you get? Clients will most likely say 108. Some will say, what is it? 106. But it's neither.
112.
What they're going to do is they're going to go back and look at the highest value at 112, lock that in, and grow it by 6%. So it will be 118,720.
So this is just a variable annuity?
Yes. You guys got that? By the way, this is Transamerica. Okay, and we have others that are just as good. You don't have to sell Transamerica. But what I like about Transamerica is they do it on a monthly what? Monthly. They're the only ones in the industry today that does a monthly lock-in.
And that's security.
That is security.
You
Okay?
guys can offer the bonus?
Yes. And there is a bonus on this. I think it's 5 or 6%. 5.5. There are no B shares. It's all just all it is. Okay, so did you guys see how this works? We know there's $100,000 guaranteed at 6% no matter what. That's the guaranteed income benefit rider. Then you have the market value, which is going to go what? Up and down, ends up at 108. It is higher than the 106, so they assume they're going to get this. But in reality, what they're going to do is Transamerica is going to go back and look at the highest value over 12 months, lock in that value, and grow it by 6%. So in the 12th month, they actually have 118,720. That's incredible. Okay?
To do this, does this mean that their point to point has to be monthly?
Remember, variable annuities don't have point to point.
They don't have-
Only index do. Only index have all those points a month to month, year to year, blah blah, you know, all that good stuff.
John, and the locked-in is just for income?
Yes. Remember, this is all income riders, right? Lock in for income. Okay, so it's number 5. Number 6. These things automatically avoid probate.
That's good.
No probate. So if somebody didn't have a trust, these avoid probate automatically. That's nice. And number 7, there's a bonus of whatever, 5 to 8%. Usually our bonuses are up front. So when you're doing a presentation, that's all you have to go over. 7 points. So we kind of took the whole, what? Hour and a half and consolidated it into 7 points. So memorize these 7 points. Make a little 3x5 card, right? Tell myself, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I can do this with my eyes closed. Principles guaranteed, guaranteed income benefit rider. I get investment opportunities with no loans, no fees, whatever. It's tax deferred. I get a guaranteed lock-in on a. The lock-in is basically on a monthly basis, which is huge. Avoids probate, and you get the bonus. It's that simple. Okay? Yes.
I have 2 questions right here. One is, and this is just verification, to annuitize any annuity, it's 59.5.
To annuitize,
Yeah.
what is your definition of annuitizing?
The way I understood it is you pile all your funds into it over time, and then at 59.5 is when you can start taking that income at the 5%.
So that's not annuitizing.
That's not.
No. You're just taking an income rider. You're just telling them that you're going to start collecting your income
Yeah.
over here. Okay? The word annuitizing has a bad, yeah, what happened was in the past, when the owner of a contract began to annuitize their contract, they lost control of the assets.
Ah, okay. So that's not how it's done anymore.
Mm-mm. Most policies today aren't annuitizing anymore.
Okay.
You're
Is
just
there,
exercising your income rider now. Okay.
is there a difference for the presentation for just a fixed index like American Equity? Or is
So
it-
American Equity, which is probably one of our preferred carriers, or some of you guys are selling the 222 through Allianz, okay? You got your guaranteed income principal. You got your principal, you got your interest for income, tax deferred. Well, this is kind of cool. On their investment selection for this right here, I believe they have a no cap. Okay, and then they got the lock-in. Theirs is yearly. Avoid probate, and their bonus is 8%, American Equity. So, pretty much the same.
So if you're doing the Prudential, then you use the daily lot.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, Prudential, just so you guys know, if you're selling variable annuities, has a daily lock-in. They call it the HD. They lock it in daily. But what's the downside? No bonus. They don't have any products that pay a bonus out. Okay. All right. Make sure you guys are appointed by every carrier for your index policies. And look, just take the brochures, take an application, go out there, present this right here, and just roll over the money. Okay? Seriously. By the way, let me just kind of end it with this. Let me tell you how much you guys get paid on average. Okay, maybe that'll entice you. Okay? Our average account, just FYI, is $200,000. That is our average ticket. Okay? That's our average ticket. It pays out, most of these companies right now are paying out 6%. Which is? $12,000. And then you get paid whatever your position is at. So you're going to get paid somewhere between 25 and 80%. Let's say you average what? 50. So you're going to be in that $6,000 per every one of these $200,000 accounts, which isn't too bad. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. And look, you're going to fill out an application, and if you don't know how to fill out the boxes and which one to check off and all that kind of stuff, just go through every page. Wherever there's a little X, just have them sign it. You guys got it? And then you bring it in, and we'll help you what? Check off all the boxes and know what to do. Okay, that's the worst case scenario. We'll help you. You guys got it?
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Can you roll over an annuity, an index annuity to another index?
Yeah. She says, can you roll over one index annuity to another index annuity? And the answer is?
Yes.
Yes, but make sure that they're not going to be hit with surrender fees. Okay, so when we say, well, what's a negative? Let's go over that real fast. What are some of the cons? One, it's long term, isn't it? Why? Because you have to wait till you are
59 and
59 and a half. Well, which is kind of not really a bad thing. If you already have money in an IRA or a 401k plan, you're already subject to the 59 and a half rule anyway. So it's really not that bad, you know, but it is long term, which is downside. There is something called a surrender fee. And most of these surrender fees are basically depreciating. So they're usually, most contracts are somewhere between 7 and 10 years. Okay? The contract period. And it usually goes down. So usually if it's 10, it'll start off at 10, then it goes down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 at the end of 10 years.